Hey, a great show today. Always great to have somebody in studio to help carry the load. Today we're fortunate to have bowling's Renaissance man, Jean-Marc. I love the name. Jean-Marc Manzione in studio with us. And he's arranged for us to talk with PBA Hall of Famer Mike Limongello and our usual weekly catch-up with USBC PR guy and friend of Jean-Marc, Matt Cannizzaro.
All right, let's start the show. All right, Bill, let's go out to our first guest.
Yes, we have six-time PBA title, PBA Veterans Hall of Fame member, and two majors. Mike Limongello.
I'm here.
Hey,
there he is.
There he is.
It's good to hear that voice.
Hey, John. How you doing?
How are you, man?
Yeah, everything's good.
Good.
God, it's been like 40 years since I've seen you bowl, other than last night watching a few YouTube videos.
A really long time ago, it seems like it. But I heard you talking about Ernie. When Ernie, you were talking about Ernie the Hustler and Ernie. I met Ernie. Well, it was got to be back right before the tour started. Before we started on tour. I was like one of the best from the island, and Ernie was from upstate New York, and they had arranged a match between me and him in Whitestone Lanes, and it had to be in 1961 or 2 in that area. I think I was 16, he was 18, and we bowled all night. We must have bowled 25 games, and we broke even, just about even. I might have come up one game on him. And after the match was over, he says, Lemon, he says, I don't want to bowl you no more. He says, listen, I know where all the action is, and he says, you're going to be my partner, and we're going to go around. You're just going to, just follow me, and we're going to make a lot of money. So we wind up going every weekend. We went up to Gun Post Lanes, Central Lanes, and he arranged the matches, and for about a year straight, we never lost. Every weekend, we were just beating everybody. But Ernie would just bowl just enough to win. You know what I mean? Ernie would just, he was really a good hustler. But, good action bowler. We made a lot of money together.
So let's bring.
It was the greatest day. It was really so much fun back in those days.
Oh yeah.
And we had a different place to go to every night, and it was just a lifestyle that we loved.
Yeah, I remember you from the early 70s coming up into New England, 128 10-pin in Waltham, and first Boston and Brockton. And we didn't have them back then, but I guess we were kind of like ATMs for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just a little bit behind us up in the New England area. They weren't quite as good. They were mostly good bowlers like in the 190s, Mm-hmm. But that was back then in the 60s and 70s. But there was a lot of money to be made up in that area,
Yeah, I mean,
action was the phase. I don't know. It just from 1962 to 70s, early 70s, it was just every night you could go somewhere and just bowl for money. Just whatever you wanted to bowl for, you could get it.
Yeah.
It was a different lifestyle. Then when I went on tour, then that was a whole different thing. But I got a lot out of bowling for money like that, bowling for action. Where when I went on tour, I was kind of ready for it, because I bowled under so much pressure money-wise that I was really learned to bowl, good in that way. So I was kind of ready for the tour when I went out there just from the action itself.
Yeah, now we have collegiate bowling to prep people for the pro tour. Back then it was action bowling.
Right. Yeah, it helps.
Absolutely. 1971, let's go up a little bit earlier. PBA Nationals in Paramus, one of the meccas of bowling. 10th frame, Dave Davis needs a mark to beat you.
Yep.
You're probably thinking, well, this is over.
Yeah.
He gets up, 4-7-10. And you pick up your second major. As a matter of fact, second one that year because you'd won the U.S. Open earlier that year.
U.S. Open, I think, was one of the first tournaments of the year, and then the National was almost just about near the end. So like almost the
that's correct.
Of the year.
That's right. I think the U.S. Open actually opened the season in 1971, and then much later was the PBA National.
Yeah, that was my best year on the tour, and 2 majors, and it was a great feeling. I just love the tour. It's amazing. I transform myself. Like I loved action. I did that for like 4 or 5 years before I went out on tour. And then I transformed into a tournament bowler, on tour. I actually love that. We had a great bunch of guys that we traveled with, and it was like 25, 30 regulars that went each week, and we just had a great time. We all got along good. We had, we loved bowling week to week, and we were just in our own world. We were away from everything else. We just had a great time, and the money back then wasn't bad. Bowling, it's a shame that bowling has not progressed at all. Money wise, it just never came around to like the other sports. But I enjoyed it. I had the best time of life for those years I was out there.
Yeah. Now, the Phantom has chronicled a lot of your happenings on tour, and Jean-Marc has talked about the bowling ball that you borrowed from the Goose to win a tournament. Is there a story out there that's not in local legend that you'd like to share with us that, it's about time we told the story? Statute of limitations have run out.
First one on tour, I roomed with Nelson Burton, and I hooked up with him, and so we were traveling between tournaments, and he goes, I'm going to go to a place in Chicago. He says, we can bowl for some money. He goes, both. I know these 2 guys, they'll bowl 2 games for $500. So I said, okay, we'll go there. So we go there, we start bowling the match, and there's 2-game match for $500 each. So after the first game, we're down about 40 pins, 50 pins. So Bo comes back to me on an approach, and he goes, it doesn't look too good. He said, but how much money you got? I said, I only got about $100. He says, we ain't got enough money. I said, well, can't you write him a check? He goes, look at these guys in the back. You think they're going to take a check? So I said, well, I guess we better win, huh? So next game, we both started out with the first 7 the next game, and we blew them away, and that was it. And I says, oh boy, thank goodness we got out of that. But that was it helped that I was groomed from action bowling to be in a position like that. I don't know what would have happened if we would have lost, but we got out of town okay.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't be talking with you today. Okay, but you're still working somewhere up north, I imagine?
Well, I'm in Atlantic City. And I'm just about retired. I work like 1 day a week. I still do a little poker. But I'm in action every day. I play poker now. And I enjoy it. As long as I'm in action, I'm having fun. That's all I can. As long as I'm in some kind of action.
That's great.
I'm having a good time. And my kids are nearby. I have 2 grandkids. In fact, I'm up here today visiting my son and my 2 grandkids. And I do that once or twice a week. Life is good.
Now, I was talking with Jean-Marc earlier. I thought it was rather nice that you named your son after your brother. So how about a little shameless plug for Peter Limongello?
My brother, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down in Florida. He's doing good. He, he's retired, but he still sings, part-time. He gets jobs here and there. He worked in Atlantic City last year, which was great. He was here for like 2 months at Resort. He worked there, and, I spent 2 months with him while I was up here. But he's doing good.
Well, Mike, listen, we appreciate you coming on, and if you could hold on the line, our producer would like to get a liner from you. And good luck,
Sure.
And we'll have you on again.
Okay, great. Hey, listen, guys, thanks so much. And, John, I wish you the best of luck with the book.
Thank you, Mike.
My friends can't wait to get it.
Oh, great. I'll keep you posted.
All right, pal.
All right.
Take a copy.
All right, take care.
Hang on, Mike. Thanks.